quaint little town called Aberdeen in the Karoo, about 50 k's from Prof Renee or Renette, which is the destination we're going to be heading to this morning. We're going to be driving through there on our way to possibly Gharib. Excited.
What is unique about this little town?
It's built in the middle of absolutely nowhere. There's no natural water or no streams, but it has a very high water table. Established in about 1860, and first houses started being built around 62, 63. Really wonderful. I think it was almost a way station on the way between Cape Town and Johannesburg, or Cape Town in the inner part of the country. Well, it's certainly a lot older than Joburg. Yeah.
Alright, so we've just done the 50 k's from Aberdeen. We're here in Prof Renette. I just quickly pulled over. We've got a bit of sun, which is nice. And I just pulled up in front of Recollection Rides. It's a type of museum, but I see they also do sales.
Very cool. 1934, I think, International Harvester.
We Restoration Rides, they've got a museum. This is their, so to speak, pot stall, where we have got both a restaurant, a pub, and all these wonderful cars. And they're all in pristine condition, absolute pristine condition. Over the road there's another formal motor museum as well, and I believe that all the cars that are here are owned by one person.
Wow.
I'm not, I speak under correction. I met some years ago, I met a mechanic that was here, and he was, attending to them, and I believe that they are.
Wow.
So, but, if you look at the condition of them, you can't expect them not to be running if they're in such good condition otherwise.
Absolutely.
It was built or completed in 72. Started in a very good year in 66, the year I was born.
So what was here before the dam wall?
There was water, and this was like a natural lake. It was part of the, a large area of the Orange River, and that's why it was able to land. The planes were able to land, and when we arrived on the other side, where the can one call it a harbour or a bay where all the boats are, that is where the planes would come in and park. They were generally under camouflage as well, to keep obviously for security reasons during the war.
So, Hans, about this area, apparently there's history with the big hunt, or the biggest hunt. What is that about?
Where you're standing at the moment, what you can see around you is part of the original farm, Baines Fly, which was founded by a guy by the name of Thomas Bain. And back in the 1800s, there was official visit by the royal family, and to commemorate it for the prince, what Thomas then did was to organize with some of the local tribes. And for kilometers, what they did was they herded game in the area, channeled it through the little valleys around here, and they basically set up a camp. And as these animals came through, they basically just shot them, and it was a hunt that carried on for 3 or 4 days.
Okay guys, last stretch home. Before we go, let's check, what was your highlight of the trip so far?
Sure. Honestly, I know that sounds corny, but the whole trip has been perfect start to now. Even this last stretch is a bit of a boring one, but still look forward to it because it's our final day. And yeah, but otherwise I think riding through Mossel Bay, never been there before. I think it's unbelievably beautiful town or city. I'm not sure what it is, but very nice and place. I definitely got it again, especially with Fred. If he watches this, I think the guy was a real champ. Great host, taking us through and riding through to Knysna with us, and even having a final dop with yourself and me, Johan, there on what was the island called? I forget what the island was called, but anyway, it was nice. And he left us there, which was a bit sad, but we went through Prince Alfred's Pass, which I didn't even know about, and I'll tell you what, best riding I've ever done. Best riding, best place, and I'll definitely do that again.
The riding, definitely the twist is through the Knysna forest and Prince Albert Pass. It was something I've always wanted to do, and the pass didn't disappoint me. I think spending the night in the pass was incredible. It was something that we didn't plan or expect, and yeah, it was just really great.
Yeah, for me, I'd definitely say the passes. Wilderness, definitely to be done again. Loved every moment of it.
As everyone's going to find out, you take thousands of photos, thousands, so even battery packs don't last. So I've got a charging port on my bike. Unfortunately, when I put it in, it worked fine. When I connected it on this trip, it stopped working, so I struggled for battery all the way. So that's my biggest regret, without a doubt. And to anyone, always make sure you got some sort of power source, not just for photos but for safety.
Take was definitely some kind of power management thing on the bike. We're continuously running out of power, and we're using more and more electronic gadgets. Definitely that. Leave behind, it's the second trip I've carried my fuel bladder. We've got enough fuel in our country, so leave that behind definitely.
So yeah, from my side, like the guy said, power, big issue, especially for me with GoPros and phones and cameras and stuff. But yeah, I'll definitely look into that. Camping plugs, caravan plugs.
Yes.
Those are never available.
Yes.
So that's number one on my list.